racing on the inside track at Turffontein this afternoon. Looking forward to this. We've missed the racing. There are 8 races. Bipod race 1, PA race 2, pick 6 race 3, jackpot 1 race 4, and of course that means jackpot 2 starts in race number 5. Daryl Marie is going to help us through the card this afternoon, and we're going to get straight into this with race number 1, which is a work riders for the fillies and mares maiden plate, of course, over 1,000 meters, where we have 2 equipment changes at this stage. Pacifiers on number 8, Final Hope, and blinkers on number 9, Misty Metal. You're betting at the moment 3-1 number 9, Misty Metal for Tony Peter. Penasila Mkwawa taking the ride. Number 1, En Desire is at 33-10, 9-2 the 2, Pantheria Uncia, and then it's the same price, 9-2, about number 3, Mistin Island. 4, Act of Snow, 5-1, 6 is about number 6, Bilingual. So quite open as far as the betting market is. Daryl, welcome to you. So glad to have racing going again on this Thursday.
Absolutely, we've missed it. Take note, the false rails are 10 meters. I've got a suspicion they're going to end up on that outside running rail.
Good point.
Opening leg of the bar pots. Gone with the top 2 in the betting, numbers 1 and 9. A lot of omnipotent form line. Quite a few ran behind Bilingual on that occasion, namely Misty Island, Misty Metal, Act on Snow, Chili Marmalade, and Final Hope. But like you mentioned, Lyle, Misty Metal is now fitted with a set of blinkers, and she's probably got the most scope for improvement out of all of those. Added to that, she's got the leading work rider in Penasile aboard her, so she goes into my bipod. My top pick's going to be number 1, En Desire. Now, she's been wearing blinkers in her last 2 starts. Prior to that, she's run 2nd, 3rd, and 2nd. She's got course and distance form. Tom Lukele, change of stable is as good as a holiday sometimes.
Yep.
Yeah, I think with a nice patient ride from Tom, she could potentially be the right one to beat. So 1 and 9, hopefully that suffices.
Of course, Tom Lukele at the moment riding so well. He's almost family to you and your uncle.
Yeah.
Lovely guy, and he's in form. So, En Desire for Daryl from number 9, Misty Metal. Here's Daryl's bipod for the day. And Daryl, if you wouldn't mind just reading through your numbers and the price there, just without my glasses, I actually can't see that far.
It's 1 and 9, bar 1 and 5, bar 1 and 2, bar 1, 3, 8, bar 3, 6, 11, bar 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 432 rand.
Thank you, Daryl. That's race number 1, bipod, 12.35. Race number 2, this is where the PA starts this afternoon. It is a graduation plate over 1,200 meters. You can scratch number 7, Stroke of Mercy. So now only the 6 runners here, but a talented field we have here in the first leg of the PA. Betting, number 1, Grand Crescendo, showing up at 8-10. 3-1, number 5, Buffalo Storm Cody. He's back today. 4-1, the 2, Musical Score. 5-1, the 4, the Africa House. And then it's 12-1 and better bar those. Now, this is the one race that I just got your thoughts before, because when I saw the betting 8-10 and 3-1 about Buffalo Storm Cody, I didn't think the betting was perhaps correct. And I think you agreed with me on that one.
Yeah, I think his favourite's too short in the market. Strictly on ratings, you're going to say he's actually priced up at the correct odds. But I might just add, okay, let's say he's a net 109, right? And the second best in his Musical Score, net 99. So he's 10 pounds or 5 kgs well in. Now, firstly, he's earned that rating over a mile. He's dropping, okay, his comeback effort was over 1160, but now he's still over 1200. Last time out, Lal, he was actually suspended until he proved tractable racing on a straight line on a race day. So he hung in terribly on that occasion. Now the false rail is out 10 meters, which is gonna, if he hangs in, he's gonna lose a lot of ground hanging to that inside running rail. So I think he is far too short in the market. Buffalo Storm Cody and Musical Score have met in the past. Now, on that occasion, Buffalo Storm Cody was very unlucky. All went wrong in running. In saying that, Musical Score was only having his 2nd run after in his career. And Buffalo Storm Cody meets him on 3 kgs better weight terms for a neck beating. Buffalo Storm Cody is way, way better than his recent form. I'm really keen to see how he goes as his debut as a gelding, and the same can be said with Musical Score. You know, I'm sure Gavin might have had the choice of rides over here between Dawson, Musical Score, and Buffalo Storm Cody. So let's see if he's made the right decision. I've got numbers 1 and 5 in the PA. In order, I'm going 5, 1, 2, or 5. Yeah, 5, 1, 2.
5, 1, 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, making perfect sense there because the 5, even though you say not quite in his form, he did run against Confederate last time, so he really does have strong form lines. Daryl's going 5, 1, 2, but let's chat about his PA. 1 and 5 in leg 1, by 1 and 2, by 1, 3 and 8, by 3, 6, 11, 3, 7, 8, 3 and 10 in that penultimate leg, then it's 5 and 7, and the spend for Daryl's PA, 432 Rand. The time to get that on, race number 2, 13:10. The first local pick 6 of the week. Let's get involved here. Race 3 at Turffontein on the inside track. Race 3 is due for 13:45 with this fillies and mares 91 divided handicap over 2,000 meters. No changes. Number 1, Do It With Diamonds is your 14-10 favourite for Tony Peter and Gavin Larena. 2, Muscaletta, who ran in the Group 1 last time, 5-2. 28-10, number 5, DeMarco's Jet for Waichong Mowing. And then it's 8-1 about the 7, Azaleas for All. Daryl, I'm bringing you straight in here. Obviously, Do It With Diamonds, cracking win last time. Muscaletta running in that Group 1, not disgraced. How are we going to play around the first leg of the pick 6?
Jeez, I can't even remember how many I went in the opening leg.
Probably 4. Probably 4, if I'd guess.
No, I think I went with 1 and 2 only because of the cost of the perm.
Yeah.
No, I didn't tip a pick 6.
I don't blame you.
Pick 6 was too costly.
Okay, so there's no standout banker on the card, really.
No,
Okay.
my pick 6 was 12,000 Rand, and I can't do that to the
I
viewers.
thought you could afford that. You know who can? It's Cameron, our
Yes,
producer.
yeah.
He could take
Yeah.
that straight.
Nah, how well has Do It With Diamonds really come on the Highveld? You know, she arrived over here as a maiden.
That's right.
She's following in the footsteps of many of her progeny by Silvano, or the progeny by Silvano. They just keep on getting better with racing. Listen, she's been stepped up to 2,000. Coupled with that, she got a hefty penalty for a victory last time out. So there are question marks. She's going to have to improve even further. I had a look at her breeding. Her dam won over 1,400, and there was a sibling by William Longsword who won over 1,900.
Okay.
She needs to prove that she gets the extra.
Well, with the Silvano blood, she should. Yeah.
Yeah. Personally, I don't foresee any issues.
Yeah.
Muscaletta, last time out, she contested the Classic against the boys. Her penultimate start, if you recall that, she looked like a winner. She moved in dangerously and just tired very late. Now, her breeding, her half-sister stayed all day. She won over 2,400 and 2,600, and that half-sister was by jackpot. She's another one that still needs to prove that she does get the extra, but on breeding, I also believe it shouldn't be an issue. If you want to go look past that, if you are willing to take a pick 6 and a smaller percentage, DeMarco's Jet should, on breeding, love the extra. She's yet to try the 2,000. Last time out, promising effort, returning from a layoff. Ultra consistent. The form line hasn't really fired up. I think they've been close to 12 or 13 runners, no winners. But in saying that, she will never disgrace herself. So in order, I don't know, 1 and 2 to fight it out. Third pick is number 5. I'm going to lean slightly towards number 2. So 2, 1, 5 in that order.
Well, that's race number 3. This is the pick 3 that Daryl's going for. 1, 2, and 5. It's including all 3 of them. By 1, 3, and 8. By 3, 6, 11. That's the pick 3, 27 Rand. You can take a pick 6, of course, and the 3 you'd lean towards here, 1, 2, and 5. If you want to just take the 2 of them, perhaps 1 and 2. Race number 4, fillies and mares 74 divided handicap. This time they're going over the 2,000 meters again, and it's the first leg of our jackpot 1 this afternoon. No changes to report at the stage, excepting the fact, I suppose, Toriati, the 8-horse, does have the tongue tie removed. Betting, number 1, Hearts on Fire, 22-10, the recent maiden winner. 3-1 the 5, free in Seattle. 3, Play with Fire, 5 to 1, 11 to 2, About the 2, Rosy Lemon, 7 to 1, number 7, Whistle Down, and then 14 to 1 and Better Bar those. So I'm really excited to see what you say here. We've got Hearts on Fire, who won a Work Riders convincingly, giving 2.5 kilograms to a very much in-form, consistent Free in Seattle. This is what makes horse racing hard, isn't it?
Yeah, you never know how they're going to act in their handicap debut. One can say she won a Work Rider race, but one can't be hesitant over that. But you can't dispute the fact that she's improving and on the upgrade. In her penultimate start, only her second run, she ran beyond Tadaku, who's now rated a 93. She's off an 88. So I don't think she's weighted out of it over here. Have a look at her dam. Her dam was Fort Ember, who ran second in the Summer Cup over 2,000 meters. So she could actually be better than her current rating over this sort of distance. In saying that, she's taking on the hard knockers, the ones that are competitive off their current rating, likes of Play with Fire, Free in Seattle, Whistle Down. So let's see how she goes. I think she's a bit skinny in the market. So Free in Seattle, if you go back a few runs behind Flamboyant Flyer, you'll see who finished ahead of her, and that's Play with Fire. And you'll see that Play with Fire is even better off at the weights. So she beat her by 2 lengths, and she's better off at the weights by a kilogram. Storgate number 1. She's got a chance of reversing the form with Whistle Down at the weights. Whistle Down comes from a yard that's very much in form. Teo Toriati could be the improver. I don't think that was a bad effort for a new yard last time out when returning from a rest. Whoever says she was second at the 400 needs to look into that, because that wasn't the case. What's interesting is the tongue tie gets removed. So, and Ryan Munger, you know, whatever he sits on nowadays, he boosts their confidence because he's just
a Canadian
amazing
visitor. I call him the Canadian visitor.
Canadian magician.
Yeah.
So yes, Hearts on Fire can go back to back. But it's not a one-horse race, you know, it's a fillies and mares handicap. So for that reason, I've gone wide. My top 3 you saw in my bar pot and my pair were numbers 1, 3, and 8 as a bit of a roughie.
Okay, 1, 3, and 8, bit of roughies. In that jackpot though, Daryl is going wide. And you know, like he says, if you look past Hearts on Fire, it becomes quite open. And that's what he's doing. 1, 2, 3, 5, 7, 8, 11, leg 1. By 2, 3, 6, 9, 11, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, and 9, 3, 7, 8, and 10. And the cost there is, Daryl, is that a 5?
840.
840. That's jackpot 1, 1420. Race number 5, jackpot 2, starts here. It is the merit-rated 74 handicap. They're racing over 2,000 meters again. You can take out number 7, Panning Gold, and Crepuscolo. I know that's our producer's favorite horse and ran a good 4th last time. That is number 8 and 7, both out. That leaves 10 runners here for the 5th race this afternoon. Betting has number 3, American Rebel, 22 to 10, 3 to 1, 2 Safe Space, and number 6, Page Boy, 5 to 1, number 9, Gamer, and then it's 14 to 1 and Better Bar those. So as far as the betting is concerned, we only need 4 horses in the jackpot. Daryl, is that true?
No.
There we go. There's your answer.
I think I put numbers 2, 3, 6, 9, and 11.
Okay.
Did
sorry,
you give...
one extra.
Yeah. So Safe Space, last time out, you know, if you watch that race, he was a bit detached. He was like 3 lengths behind the second last horse. Moved in, looked like he was going to run on by. Nice effort, but I think 5 or 6 horses finished within a length that. So I'm skeptical when that happens. And it's very soon. American Rebel, nice comeback effort. Let's see how he goes. I mean, he's probably going to be course and distance suited. Gavin from a neat draw, shoot strip fitter. Obvious claims. Page Boy, last time out, I don't know what happened, but he came out and he was given a chance and he was far out of his ground. That formula is going to work out. I had a look at his breeding. Now, his Flower Alley, but his second dam won the Oaks, Arcola.
Well, there we go.
So,
Stay
and she
all there.
placed in the Gold Cup over 3,200. I think Page Boy's, this is his distance and even further.
Yeah,
And
it's probably his minimum.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm hoping this time around from a neat draw, he gets into the race. If that's the case, I think he'll take all the beating.
Okay.
Gamer, last time I'd beat him by Pretty and Alia. Pretty and Alia had lost 4 lengths at the start and beat him by 3 odd lengths. But you know what? He's got a chance. He's off the right mark. I'm a little bit skeptical over that form line too. And Japanese Maples must sneak in the pack of year. You know, a lot of support for him last time out. He moved in and then just his run petered out. Gunner Strip Fitter, have a look. Course and distance, he's only had 2 efforts for 1 second. This horse is now off the right mark. He's off a 60.
60, yep.
Chase, 53. Neat draw. Gavin can't do 53. I don't know if he had the choice of the rides, but he can't do 53. So my sneak in this race is number 11, Japanese Maple. I'm going 6, Page Boy. I think he's a lovely horse in the making. So 6 from numbers 3 and 11.
All right. So there we go. There's the jackpot. This is jackpot 2. And yeah, put a value there if you go with Daryl's number 11. 2, 3, 6, 9, 11. By 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. By 3, 7, 8, and 10. By 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not taking too many chances here today, the jackpots, Daryl. 720 Rand. And when Daryl structures them like this, you know it's quite a complicated card. Race number 6, merit rated 90, handicap 1450 meters. Scratched here is number 1, the front line, and you can take the blinkers off number 5, Run for Cover, who's returning from a rest. Betting 2-1, number 6, Sutherland from a horrible draw. 7, the Playboy Bomber, 33-10. 5-1 about number 3, French Bolt, drawn 1. And then at 7-1, the pair, Run for Cover and Spring Tradition. That's 5 and 8. 8-1, number 4, Open Highway. So, Daryl, the big question here is Sutherland, I mean, that cracking run to Confederate, but draw 10 out of 10. It is going to be 10 out of 10, yes. Over 1450 on the inside track at Turffontein is almost a death sentence, isn't it?
What I do want to say with the false rail out so far, it might negate the good draws somewhat. So it might
help,
not be that imperative to have a neat draw because they're all going to be flushed out wide. In saying that, whoever takes the 2-1 needs their mind read. Rather wait till race time. He has to drift. Listen, he's a lovely sort, and you can't say he's put a foot wrong. Just he's got to have his work cut out from that draw. Fastnet Philly won from that race. He's a nice horse, and I think he will go through the divisions, but just wait till race time. You'll get better odds.
Better odds than that, yeah.
French Bolt, have a look at his rating. He returned as a gelding last time out, Lau. It wasn't a bad effort. He looked a picture going down to the start. I thought he looked, I gave him 10 out of 10 moving to the pens. Needed it. Stripping Fitter. He wasn't well weighted in that race. He finished alongside a horse called Gimme Another Chance, who just got touched off by, who was that?
That's
Pomodore's Jet. Thank you, Cameron.
Thank you,
and now for 91. Gavin's still getting number 1. We're going to see a huge run on his
he dropped 10 points in 2 runs.
The Playboy Bomber, last time out, I watched the replay. I think they came out with the intention of giving him a chance. This horse in the past has gone start to finish. I'm hoping they make use of him. He's a nice horse. I think he's off a very competitive mark. Spring Tradition, favorite course in distance. 3rd run after rest. Can't ignore his chances. Brave Viking. Best over this course and distance. Most effective. Races well fresh. He's a nice sneaker in the pack. I think this is very, very competitive. So for that reason, Sutherland's far too short in the market. Even Open Highway, who's ignoring his chances. I mean, yeah, let's make money. Let's catch this trifecta. Hopefully we get one of our sneakers to finish in the top 3.
I'll ask you a question. If Sutherland was drawn 3, would you make it a banker?
No.
Okay, there we go. Right, he's quite thorough today, aren't you? Quite like it. Trifecta boxed. 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 120 Rand. Daryl thinks there could be value to be found here in race number 6 at 1530. penultimate race on the card will be quick. It's 1,000 meters around that turn. Fillies and Mares 88 handicap. And your favorite here is number 3, Fastnet Filly. Brett and James Crawford, Cabello Mazzaniani from a good draw at 18 to 10. 9 to the 5, Cosmic Queen. 6, Basked in Glory, 5 to 1. 6 to 1, the 4, Just the Two of Us. Alabama Anna, 7 to 1. Take Your Place, 10 to 1. 12 to 1, and better bar those. Darryl, this is the other race. We spoke about 2 races off air, and I'm very much liking what you have to say about this race. Take Your Place, 53.5. Obviously, Fastnet Filly, very talented. I'd like to hear your take.
Yeah, Fastnet Filly, lovely win last night. She quickened up beautifully. She was never in doubt. You know, she's had 9 starts today. It's all over sprinting trips. Well, she's been 1400 in the past, but this is her first attempt at 1,000 meters on the inside track, which is a very quick 1,000 meters. One might add that the sting's going to be out the ground, so it'll be a little bit more testing than a fast run 1,000. But back in trip, big penalty for a victory last time out, £6. I think there are chinks in her armor. She can win again, but I think there are others in here that are going to give her a run for her money. Alabama Anna, she's only run over this course and distance once in the past. Once, and she ran second. If you watch her latest comeback efforts, she moved in. It looked like she was going to challenge, and then she just emptied out in the latter stages. I think Gavin will suit her. You know, Gavin's never ridden her in the past. And have a look at Gavin's record with Lucky.
It's ridiculous.
12 runners for 8 winners in 2 seconds. That's insane.
That is ridiculous.
I've included her. Global Thunder. I thought that was a very decent effort last time out. She was hopelessly out at the weights, having her second run after rest. She's one of the course and distance. Back in her handicap, she's included in all my jackpots and exotics. But the horse I've fallen on as a value bet of the year, and my insure bets is number 10, Take Your Place. Have a look at her distance form. 6 attempts for a 1, 4 seconds. She's really at her best over 1,000 meters. Yeah, she jumped with Storgate number 1, Ryan Munger. I know he's a kilogram overweight, but she's very, very consistent over this distance. She should really get the run of the race. And 10 to 1, I think she is overpriced. So let's have an each way bet on number 10, Take Your Place.
Yeah, currently, as we said, 10 to 1. So there's your value each way for Darryl in race number 7, Take Your Place, number 10.